Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge outdoor post light called the Tourou. This is going to be the smaller one, the 346011. So there's a larger one than this, the 6013. They are designed for different situations, and let me touch on that to begin with. So the 346011, the one we're talking about right now, is going to be available with a pier mount, which is a small post, if you want to call it that. It's also going to be available with a 47-inch tall post, and the reason it's so short is because there's going to be situations where you may have a terraced front of your building and you don't need a 71-inch post. You're going to be going upstairs and probably hit another landing as far as like a rocky area like in California or just above New York City. When you get up into Westchester, you may notice it's very rocky and hilly. People park at the street, sometimes the garage is at the street. So you have the stairs going up, and you've got to have these posts with these lights kind of getting you up to the building itself, up to the front door, but you don't need, like I said, really tall ones. You need something more along the lines of this. So that's this situation. Also, if you guys are going to be needing a smaller light to put onto a post, or not a post, but like a pier, like a brick pier that you're building, or maybe a wall, this may be a good application for you. You can also do it with a bigger one too, and we'll touch on that in the video for that guy, okay? So let's dive into the fixture itself. So we know it's 14.2 inches high, 8.2 inches wide, and I went over the post, the 47-inch post that you can get this with, and the pier mount, which is our friend here. Let's just kind of quickly talk about the bottoms of both of those things. So they have these things that are called flanges, and a flange is going to be the bottom of it. See, it's welded together, and then there are holes here. And the best way to show you this in detail is for you guys to look at the installations instructions. And let's do that right now and have those open while you're watching this. So if you're on the page for this on our site, HandmadeInVermont.com, look over on the right-hand side of the screen, midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say, click here for installations instructions PDF. So if you can open that for me, that would be awesome. So open that sucker up and let's talk. Okay, so you're going to see that there's lots of information there. So there's a full parts list. There's going to show you the lamping, what's inside. It's also going to show you the applications that you can do as far as putting this on. I can also do this custom with a round collar to go over your 3-inch diameter round post. If you guys have already one of those in the ground, contact me for information about that. It's a custom, but I do it. Okay, beyond that, let's talk about putting it on the 47-inch post or the pier mount. So you'll notice in those directions that it's going to ship with 4 of these J-bolts, and what you're going to do is you're going to dig a little hole, you're going to put in your Quikrete, there's a template, you're going to paper template, you're going to put over that telling you where to put these in. There's going to be 4 of these going into the concrete, so you're going to sink it into the concrete up to about there, and you're going to let that all cure and dry, and then later on you're going to come back and you're going to lower the flange over that, just like that. Okay, and then that's where you come in and you put the nuts on top and secure the whole thing. If you're going to be putting this below grade, then you're not going to need the optional cover cap that's shown there. And the whole idea of the optional cover cap is it slides down over the fixture post basically before you put the light on, and it covers up the bottom. But if you're going to have this, if you're going to have the bottom of this underground, you're not going to need this. So just kind of remember that. But if you're going to have this on a deck or on top of a concrete thing, or maybe your contractor is going to put in what's called a Sanzo tube. It's those kind of cardboard tubes that sink into the ground, then they put concrete in that. Those are generally above the ground. Not a great look, especially for residential. Normally you want to put these things underground and put grass or mulch on top. And again, you won't need this. But feel free to call me and we can talk about it. It's always a good thing to do. Okay, moving on from there. Oh, one other thing. So that 47-inch post can be cut down on site, field cut. So if you wanted to have this lower as a bollard and have it like up to your waist, you could do that too. A lot of people do that. It's a good light for that. So let's talk about glass really quick, just the size of the glass. So it's 5.37 inches wide, 10.25 inches high, and you'll notice the hole on it's pretty big. It's going to allow for a super big LED to get in there without a problem. We're going to talk about that now. So Hubbardton Forge says that this can take up to a 150 watt incandescent bulb. Remember incandescent bulbs when we were kids that everyone had? They generate a lot of heat and they use a lot of electricity. If you want to go beyond that, and I bet you do, you probably want to use an LED. So all these different kinds of LEDs are available. This is the same size as the bulb, the incandescent I just showed you. It's called an A19. This is an A21. See the difference in size? So I can find this up to 100 watt equivalent if I want to on the marketplace someplace. This is easy to find up to 150 watt equivalent. So, and they don't generate much heat. They don't use a lot of electricity. You can get them dimmable if you really want to, and maybe you put these things around your pool and you want to dim them in the evenings, so if you're sitting out there you're not going to have heavy glare on you. Always a good idea. You can choose your color temperature. If you watch my videos on these things, I talk about it all the time. I tend to like the warmer light, that's just me, which is the same glow that's coming down on my hands. That's that 3000 Kelvin. That's the warmer light of an incandescent. Some people like the whiter daylight. That's the outside light. That is 4000, 5000 Kelvin. So you guys just have to decide which one you like. There's no right or wrong answer, okay? Again, A21, A19, both of these are fine. You probably don't need anything bigger than this, but I bet you could find a bigger bulb than this, believe it or not, out there as an LED, and it'll probably fit in here fine, okay? So a couple quick things on top of that. Let's see. If you're in the state of California, the beautiful sunny state of California, and you guys are doing a new construction or a renovation and you're pulling permits, just contact me. I need to walk you through that part of it. State of California has a thing called Title 24 compliancy, and it really depends. Check with your contractor if you're going to need this. They may require you to do this socket setup, which is not a big deal. We do it as a custom all the time. It's called a GU24. Two little holes in here, two little prongs on here. LED snaps in beautifully. There you go. Or if you guys are building a LEED certified building, that's LEED certified building, they are going to make you do this. So just drop me a quick note on this so we can go from there. So I want to touch on Hubbardton Forge's glass for just a second. Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is not just another piece of white glass. This is actually hand-blown glass. All of their glass is hand-blown. And to begin with, it's actually a clear piece of glass to start with. And they come in, they blow a second layer on the inside of white glass. Then they come back and they do a third step where they sandblast the entire outside. So you'll notice when you get these in your hands, they actually have layers of glass on them on the end. You can see them on these two pieces. And it gives it this really soft, semi-transparent, kind of milky quality. It's a soft glowing piece. Really, really pretty. You know, they're really obsessed about details at Hubbardton Forge, and a lot of people don't. I don't think they appreciate it out in the world, but you appreciate it because that's why you guys are here watching this video. There you go. Let's talk about something else. Same kind of idea. They only use aircraft-grade aluminum to make all of their outdoor lighting, and the reason they do that is because aluminum holds up better than any other material in harsh, extreme weather. When you go out and you're out in the world, look up and you'll see those jet airlines flying up there way above your head. They're all made out of aluminum for a reason, because it holds up beautifully, it welds beautifully, it doesn't rust, it's very light, and it's just the best material to use outside. So on top of that, they have developed these outdoor baked epoxy powder coats that can go over this and make them pretty much indestructible, and we're going to talk about that right now. So how they do this, you'll notice in the picture next to me, there's a picture of a woman, and she's actually shooting powdered finish at the fixture. And they take the fixture, let's say this is the fixture to begin with, okay? They wire it up with a wire here, a wire coming down. They run a small amount of electricity through it to make it positive. And what that does, it makes it attract everything around it. So when she's over there spraying little bits of powdered finish, what it's going to do, it's going to go over the entire fixture. It's going to get into every nook, every cranny, top, bottom, sides, the whole thing. They're going to take that fixture, they're going to put it into an oven. That's going to melt that down and make it into a hard epoxy shell. And it makes it, incredibly strong. Because they do this, and these things have been tested in these wind chambers where they have shot, salty seawater at them, basically, because that's what's going to happen on a beach, right? Where a lot of these things are going to end up. They had to really do that to make sure that they're going to hold up for you. And because they have done that, they offer the best warranty for the entire lighting industry. And you can see that over on the left-hand side of your screen. Limited lifetime warranty for residential use, and check it out, and it'll really make you feel better about their products. Okay. Moving on from there, why don't we talk about our showroom in Vermont. We have over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We actually have a What's on Display page on our website. It's over in the red tabs over on the left-hand side of your screen, so you can open up that and check it out. Showroom has also a clearance center. So clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's an amazing deal for you. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you guys are going to come visit us, do me a favor, bring a big SUV, if you can, if you have one, only because the boxes are set up for shipping. Measure everything you can think of. So measure with a measuring tape, measure your ceilings, measure counters, tables, distances between junction boxes and things like ceilings, because if you're looking, you want to make sure when you're looking at these things that they're going to be able to be used by you for your needs, okay? And then also bring an iPad. If you guys are doing a project and you have a tablet laying around at home, take pictures with that. Take pictures and you can bring that tablet in and we can go through all those pictures together and look and see what you guys are doing, and I can help you out on that, okay? So when you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else does that. Some larger items, generally big things on pallets and custom things, are going to be non-returnable. We'll always tell you that on the page for it, so just keep your eyes peeled for that. And then on top of all that, we offer a rush program. So in order for you to get all of these different finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. It takes generally about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it is super, super inexpensive. A lot of people don't even know about it. If you want to know about it, the best thing to do is just drop me a quick email, sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. You can also call 802-446-2400 during business hours. And so I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time if you guys want to talk to me. And then you can email us 7 days a week at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. So I think that kind of wraps things up on this. You guys have any questions at all, let me know. Thank you for stopping in today. Take care. Bye-bye.